Everyone, it's Kirei here with a new layout for Bella Boulevard using the fabulous new Just Because collection. And we were challenged to create a multi-photo layout, so using 3 or more photos. And I've actually managed to use 10 small photos on my layout. So I have pulled out this fabulous striped paper. It's called Hello, and I'm cutting apart each of the stripes. Now, I've definitely got something for a striped papers at the moment because I've used a few recently, or sort of striped patterns anyway, on my layouts. So I'm really loving the sort of rainbow colours and the pretty bright colours. Maybe it's something to do with the fact that we're coming out of winter. Well, certainly here in the UK anyway. So and looking forward to spring and then obviously on to summer. So yeah, loving the pretty colours of the new Just Because collection. So my idea is I'm just distressing the edges of all the stripes, and I'm distressing them quite heavily. And then I'm going to sort of put them back onto the white cardstock background, and with a little bit of the white just peeping through, just to create a bit of balance. Here we go. So you can see I have really distressed them. I've sort of curled the edges. I've torn some of the edges just slightly. And then I'm bringing in this really pretty floral paper. Now I am going to use this as a mount for all my photos, but you just get a little peep of the floral coming through behind it. Now this paper is called Bloomin Beauties, and it is really, really pretty. So I'm just working out. So here you can see all of my 10 photos. Now these are from a trip we made last year to Bruges in Belgium. And we just had a weekend trip there. We took the Eurostar train over from London, and yeah, we had a fabulous weekend. It was actually our wedding anniversary, so we had just a lovely weekend, just exploring this really pretty city. It's quite a small city, but it's so easy to walk around, and just we had such a lovely time. Just the buildings are really beautiful, and yeah, there's canals, and yeah, so it was really, really lovely. We ate lots of yummy things, and yeah, just really chilled out. So I wanted to just get all of the photos, as many as I could. Now sometimes I'd probably put them onto tags and pop them in behind something, but this time I wanted to make a real feature of them. So yeah, so I've just used this strong sort of vertical piece will sit on the left side of my layout, and I'm just actually adding foam tape here because it's going to just sit slightly above those pattern paper, the coloured stripes. So I'll get that stuck down. Now I pulled in, you can see a large white acrylic word title, Explore, and that comes in the acrylic word set. It's Explore and Play. So I decided that that was obviously perfect because it's exactly what we were doing. We were exploring this really, really pretty city. So I'm going to use that as my title. So I've got that stuck down now, and I'm playing around with where Explore is going to sit, but I'm going to keep it down there on the sort of the light blue, tealy blue stripe. Okay, I've pulled in the ephemera words and some of the words and icons here, and I'm just having a play around with and deciding which elements I'm going to use. It's these. I don't use all of these ultimately in the end, but I'm just sort of having a look and seeing what I can make work. Now, I decided the beautiful was perfect because I'm going to make my title Explore Beautiful Bruges. And then because it really is beautiful. So yeah, just sort of having a look. I was trying to go tone on tone, but there's so many different pretty, the florals are really pretty, and there were loads of flowers when we were walking around Bruges. So I thought that was sort of perfect. I had the bicycle there, and I'm looking at it now and thinking, oh, maybe I should have added it because I didn't add it in the end. And I do have a photo at the top right with a bicycle with loads of pretty flowers next to it, but I didn't actually use it because I just wasn't sure. I didn't know if I had it right, if it was too big. I probably could have. But anyway, that's fine. Right, okay, so I've had a play around and now I know what I'm doing. I have picked out really all the florals. I've really gone for that. So I've kept it sort of more cohesive with the florals. I've got a few like the little bows, some butterflies, some of the little birds, and then some leaves to just tuck in as well. And I'm just going to really focus on the borders around my photos to add the ephemera to. So, yes, I'm just playing around. Now, what I do is I do trim around the white borders. I just trim a little bit of that off. It's personal choice. I do it all the time, and I don't mind a bit of fussy cutting. So, yeah, that's exactly what I do. So I do trim off a little bit of the white borders as well. And I've done that obviously off camera because that would be pretty boring watching me do that. Okay, I can get everything stepped down now, and I think you see that I'm only putting the wet glue on at sort of an edge or in the center because I sort of curve the edges up of everything because I love dimension and texture and things like that on my layout. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. Nothing gets stuck completely flat. Right, and then I'm just getting those last leaves in. Oh, that little bird, just thinking about where that little bird's going to go. Now I thought, oh, these are the Bella Pops. These are one of these sets that match the Just Because collection. It's called Full Bloom, and they're so pretty. And of course, I was focusing on the flowers, so I've pulled out the 4 flowers from that set, and I'm just adding them. Now, I have sort of gone a little tone on tone here, and yeah, I've just added them to each of the different ephemera clusters that I've already created. And then I'm bringing in some of the Puffy stickers and the Epoxy stickers, and I'm just adding a few more of florals, just tucking them in under the ephemera clusters that I've already created. And then just to add, again, it's about layering for me. So it's really, getting the different layers in onto a layer that I love. And then I'm sort of nearly done actually, because this is the title. So I'm going to get that stuck down. I do use glossy accents when I'm using anything sort of heavier, like an acrylic word like this, just to make sure that it's really stuck down nice and secure. I was going to say, watch out for my head in the photo, because normally I'd be looking over it to make sure that it's perfectly straight. But no, I didn't do that. Okay, I've got the Fab Letter Scramble Alphas that were released last year, and I'm just having a play. I'm just deciding on what colours to go with. I start going with black, but I obviously don't end up going with black. It was too strong and just stood out way too much. So because I've gone with the florals and the leaves and everything like that, I do actually bring in the Letter Scramble in the Guacamole, and that I'm much happier with that. Here we go, and there it is. I've ruled some lines for my journaling, which I will add. And then I've just decided I'm just going to add some white splatters using just acrylic paint, just over the floral clusters there, just a little bit. And then I'm almost done. And I think we'll be coming to the close-ups. There we go. Okay, so these are this is the final layout. I've just realised I've added my journaling, but I've forgotten to put my date on it because I'd obviously meant to go and check and confirm the date I was there, and I haven't done it, so I will do that. I'll do that now. It's sat right next to me. And here's the close-ups of all the fabulous ephemera. I hope you enjoyed watching my process video, and go and have a look for the new Just Because collection. Bye for now.